Hi everybody, I'm back. I know it's been about a week and a half, almost 2 weeks since I've last posted a video. Things have been pretty crazy, just work-related, life-related, things like that. Getting ready, I'm actually taking off to Frankfurt on Wednesday, so not tomorrow, but the next day. And then I'm gone to Singapore for a month. So I've been crazy busy packing, getting all ready for that. So I thought now that I have a few minutes, I would make a video. It's the time of the year where airlines have hired interviews, and if you've made it past your interviews, congratulations. The next step is initial training or Barbie boot camp. I don't like to specifically relate to it as Barbie boot camp because it's not anything to do like pink and fun like Barbie. It is an intense time filled with stress and tears, and it's just a rough time. And I've personally been through 2 initial training courses because I have worked for 2 Canadian airlines. Yeah, so I thought this week's video I would go through some tips and tricks to kind of help ease you and prepare you for your initial training. So without further ado, let's get to it. First things first, sleep. Start your sleeping schedule now. If you are used to going to bed at 2 a.m. and not waking up till noon, it ain't gonna happen, I'll tell you that right now. Every initial training class will have different times depending on your airline, your instructors. It could become a collective group thing to decide on a start time. However, for the most part, you're looking at an early wake-up call. I know some days, it really differed with my initial training class. You would be there for either 9 or they would say you're going to be there at 5:30 in the morning. Now, in saying that, some may have initial training classes that go right into the evening. I've been called in for initial training. What time was it? The one time depending on what time they can get us to work on the aircraft, and that was, say, 3 p.m. I'd get a phone call saying, be at the hangar in half an hour and be prepared to stay until 3 in the morning. So it's going to change, but for the most part, expect an early morning start with your initial training class. So I recommend starting to get on a sleep schedule now. Do your best to stay on it. I know it's going to be tempting on a weekend to stay up late, but I promise you for the next couple, maybe months for some airlines, for the next month and a half, who knows, just try to stay on that sleeping schedule. Start a healthy lifestyle. This goes hand in hand with sleep. Start eating better. Drink water. Oh my goodness, I cannot stress eating properly, getting your exercise while training. Your body is going to be pushed to its limit. You're going to be cramming every single night. When you deprive your body of sleep, its proper nutrients, and a healthy overall lifestyle, your body is going to be more prone to infections. And I'm telling you right now, there are no sick days in initial training. I know it's so convenient to want to go through a drive-thru during initial training. It's been a long day, you've been up since 5 in the morning, you've been staring at a chalkboard all day, reading a manual all day, and some of the stuff is really dry and tedious. And I know at the end of the day you're just gonna pull through McDonald's and get a burger or something, but please, for the next few weeks, I beg of you, stick to a healthy diet. Fresh fruits and veggies, lean proteins, whole grains. Keep your energy up, and your energy is going to be at its peak on that kind of food. Exercise. I know a lot of people go, ooh, exercise. I still, it takes a lot of motivation to get me to exercise. But once again, keeping with a healthy lifestyle, keeping your immune system up, and even just as a stress relief, go for a brisk half-hour walk or a jog. Dance. Just do something to kind of keep your body active. If you have a problem with thinking, oh, well, I don't know how to eat healthy, a great tip I can recommend are plan your meals in advance. It will save you so much stress and keep you on the path to eating healthy. Buy a notebook and some pens. You are going to be writing a lot. And when I say a lot, I mean a lot. Maybe invest in 2 notebooks. Highlighters are also very highly recommended. Avoid temptation. And by temptation, I mean a night out on the town. I know, trust me, you're going to be reading until your eyes want to explode and learning about different aircraft, and you're just going to want to let your hair down and go out and have fun. But trust me, it's not worth losing that one day of studying. And I know a lot of you are going to say, I can go out and drink and I'll be up the next day and I'll study twice as hard. No, you won't. Guarantee it. You're going to go out that night and you're just going to have fun, and the next day you're going to be so miserable because you drank so much or you stayed out so late. That's another day of studying gone. Studying that you need to do. Create a study group. Creating a study group is a really great idea in initial training. Not only does it offer a sense of motivation towards others, but it's also a fantastic way to meet friends. The next tip I can offer is bring water and healthy snacks. Now, of course, you're going to get lunch breaks or supper breaks and coffee breaks throughout the day, but during that material, sometimes you're going to start to feel a little bit sluggish and maybe need a pick-me-up. And for that, I recommend snacks high in protein, such as nuts, trail mix, granola bars, and you cannot go wrong with fresh fruit and vegetables. I know coffee and Red Bull is going to seem like, during initial training, but it's really not good for you. Now, I know I'm horrible. I like to indulge in the sweet stuff, but during initial training, try to keep on that healthy track, that healthy lifestyle. Keep your body flushed of toxins, and for that, nothing is better than good old water. To make it a bit more easier to take, I definitely suggest cutting up some lemons. It will add a wonderful taste, as wonderful as it can get. Also, adding lemons to your water is great for detoxing and keeping your energy levels naturally boosted. Start going through your wardrobe. Initial training classes are usually dress coded as business casual, and some airlines, they're not going to allow leggings or even dark wash jeans. So start going through your closet and look for professional slacks, dresses, and skirts. Remember those pantyhose. Plan your outfits in advance. This is going to be such a great stress relief, especially if you sleep in a couple minutes extra late. Utilize your instructors. Your instructors are there to help you succeed. I know they're going to seem a bit intimidating, but I promise you they're the best resource you have. This isn't their first rodeo. No question is going to seem stupid or crazy. By all means, go ask them. They want you to pass and fly. Remember, instructors, they were in your position once upon a time too. Study. Study, study, study. I cannot stress this one enough. Most initial training classes are going to give you 1 or 2 chances to rewrite an exam. After those chances are gone, see you later. It's sad, but true. So the best thing I can recommend is study as much as you can. Now, of course, I'm not saying go overboard and study all night. What I recommend is come home from your class, breathe a bit, have something to eat, take a bit to relax, and then hit the books. I recommend studying for an hour at a time and taking a 15 to 30-minute break. Have friends and family help you study. Don't be afraid. They want to see you pass too. Use your family to help with your shouted commands and evacuations. Use friends to help drill you with your definitions. Utilize everyone around you. My last tip, don't give up. I know at times it's going to seem like it's impossible to pass or that it's so stressful and you can't take it anymore. But I promise you, you're going to do it. Keep smiling, study hard, go in with a positive attitude, and you're going to make it. Trust me, many people have been in your position, thousands, millions. I was in the position twice of initial training, and I got through it. There's going to be tears. There might even be some yelling or anger at times. That's totally normal. But you've got this. I promise. Imagine the shops and boutiques of Paris and Rome, the beaches of Aruba and the Dominican Republic. Imagine exploring the ruins of ancient Greece. Keep that motivation going. You got it in you. Some last little tidbits to go over. How are you going to get to your training center? Do you drive? Are you carpooling or are you taking public transit? Start planning this now. Go on a few practice runs on the transit system. Take your car for a drive. Time everything. Have you gone through rush hour? Factor things like that in. Traffic is no excuse for being tardy to training. When I was doing initial training, I was lucky enough to actually have a hotel close to my training center, and I was in a position where I was able to rent a room for the week and be able to go home on weekends. This offered me little to no distractions and time away for myself. I was able to get an excellent crew discount, and the training center was only a 5-minute walk away. It really helped with my stress. It's something I definitely recommend. Shop around the hotels close to training centers. I think I paid for my 5 weeks of training in total. I think I paid just over $1,000. But I was in a position, it is just something I recommend to you if that is an option. So there you have it. Those are my tips for surviving initial training. Like I said, it's going to be hard and there's going to be times where you feel like you want to quit. But please don't. You won't regret it. Until next time, everyone, hopefully when I'm in Singapore, I can throw out another video for you. Until then, may your skies be smooth, your travels safe, and a passenger meal option for everybody on board. Take care, everyone. Mwah. Bye-bye.